takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way. Play fake. Murray swings this out for Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 18 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Hines. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The numbers for him from a week ago, 23 carries, 89 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 1st and goal at the 1. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will set carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly. That too. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Play action. It's Wilson. That is caught by Mims. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense for the Jets, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Hines. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Able to connect with Mims. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They run here with Singletary. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's got it. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Moore now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Looking long for Thomas. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and goal. Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. This is caught by Evans. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. What a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And a catch right side by Evans. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. More now to return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Murray's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Murray now. Murray fighting, lost the football. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Hey, hold on.
Now Murray again. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Yetur Gross-Matos showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They run with Hines. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now it's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. First down, New York. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd and 8 coming up. They run again with Hines. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Come on, dog! That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Wilson's going to hold on to it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Murray. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They run for it with Hunt, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Rosas' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Murray. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Murray, and able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. from the gun. He'll hand this off. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. You might want to take that course.